The Legend of Batu Kuwung.
Black people be like,
Baba Bowie.
bruh. Got him! Oh my god! I owed him
Ever lived a wealthy merchant who has a very close relationship with the Sultan Haji, son of Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa. Because of his proximity, the merchant gets a monopoly trading rice and peppers from Lampung. No doubt his business was thriving. Almost all agricultural land in the village adjacent to the merchant residence belonged to him. He bought the land from the farmers at a low price. Usually after these farmers can no longer afford the debt, with the interest, pay, breed, and maturity is up to the merchant. In addition, the merchant was made a village head in the residence, but he abused the power given by the levying higher taxes than the required rate. Because of his richness of his power, he became very arrogant and often act arbitrarily. The merchant also very miserly. If there are people either stricken and in need of help, he didn't want to give an aid. He didn't want to get married despite of his age had 4 heads. For him, married and having a children is a waste. Live in a lot of luxury, while the people around her dogged poverty, so it is argued if almost all the villagers hate him. To protect the treasure and his life alone, he maintains some bodyguards. Shahdan, one day in the village, where the wealthy merchant, a powerful gun posing as hungry beggar with a lame leg. Previously, the milky people already know about the bad temperament of the merchant, because ugliness has become a regular chatter population in the market or in the coffee shops. He came like a lesson and realized that the merchant is arrogant and miserly.
Thus, the lame-legged beggar is none other than a magic that stopped by to meet the merchant in a large and luxurious house. Beggar addressing the intention to meet the merchant to ask for a little food and little value wage fortune as venture capital. But the merchant was very stingy. Instead of giving, she even casting beggar legged lame. It beggars despicable. Do you think the wealth that I have now is falling from the sky, eh? Easy for you think to beg me basic slacker. Begged the merchant to promote the beggar legged limb body to fall down and kiss the ground. With such treatment, the limb-legged beggar was furious. He wanted that the merchant will get a just reward for his action. Hey, arrogant and miserly merchant, you also have to feel how hungry and miserable, said the beggar-legged limb. Having said this, immediately beggar limb disappeared, but of seeing the incident, thought the merchant is not playing. Come on, the next day when the merchant woke from sleep, he cannot move his leg. With all his might, he tried to move his leg, but he still cannot. The merchant was panicked. He was screaming and shouting shrilly. The bodyguard's son came to hear the cries of the merchant. But the merchant suffered paralysis in both legs. He ordered his bodyguard to look for magic healers to treat paralyzed legs. It promises a very high reward for who can cure him.
Promised to give half of his wealth for anyone who can cure him for paralysis. Bigger limb Perseus promised he came to the merchant and explained the action is just like bracelet and shirt. All of the is alum on your nature is like an organ in order to recover from the places of the legs. You have to cut out the thing. First, you should be to think the cook nature and kikirmu it. It's a con. You have to go to the foot of the coral and look for a sunken stone. Bertapalah you for 7 days and 7 nights over the sunken rock without eating and drink, and remember, whatever happen, do not let you cancel the habit with your life. Treat if your feet have held usual, you have to fulfill your promise to give up half of the weight to the poor people in your place. Having said so, again, the bigger legend line just vanished out of seeing the merits, which are the legend bigger is not just a body. Then the match went on the street is carried by two bodyguards leading to the fortress of Mount Karang. After a day of traveling through the trail in surrounded by shrub and street ardents, the merchants finally arrived at the foot of Mount Karang and see a sunken stone in bigger legend life.
Then he was immediately imprisoned in it. For 7 days and 7 nights he felt a hunger and thirst for not eating and drinking, as well as survived a variety of other temptations, such as wild animals and spirits that come to Batu. One last day of the hermitage, the miracle happened. From the center of the sunken stone spewed hot springs. The merchant finished his meditation, then hastened to shower with hot springs from the sunken stone. Magic happened again, which was originally paralyzed legs he can now move back. Like the original promise, the merchant gave away half of his wealth to the poor people in the neighborhood. The farmers in the village are given sanding farmland for cultivation. Now, people know him as the hot springs attraction Rainbow Stone, attraction that is not professionally managed. Entered in the district Padarincang, Ciomas, background foot of the coral.